Hello everyone and welcome back to the WCG for this first innings of the second Better Beer Test match between Matt's 11 and Brennan's 11. The Blues are bowled out for 123 in their first innings, which is probably a pass score on what are pretty good batting conditions today at the WCG. And the Green Machine will be hoping for a much better effort with the bat than what they dished up in that first test match to stay in the contest. And as we take a look at the Brennan's 11 first innings wickets to 4, it was the skipper who was first to go. He nicked off cheaply to a Matt White thunderbolt in just the second over of the match. And the Green Machine's second test match got off to the ideal start. Justin Brooke was the second man to go after a well-made 26. He was dismissed by Alex Stepian's first delivery of the test match, which was an absolute beauty to get first up. And Brooke had to go for a well-made 26 with the score on 33. Henry Perenara was the next man to go after compiling 15 of his own. He hit a half-tracker back to Hamid al-Bashar, who took a smart catch off his own bowling, and Perenara was the third man to go, with the score on 48. 3 became 4 very quickly, as another Matt White thunderbolt skittled Riley Cornforth for a duck. It's another low score for Cornforth at the WCG in a test match, and White, who had bowled beautifully in the morning session, picked up his second wicket. And when Michael Johnson dismissed Daniel Hancock for a duck, the Blues had lost 3 for none to be 5 for 48 in their first innings, and the Green Machine were well on top at this stage. It was a good over in the lead up to that dismissal from Johnson, and he got his man. Joseph Berry steadied the ship for the men in blue, but his innings came to an end on 22 after getting a thick inside edge through to the keeper off the bowling of Jake Kasatia, who picked up his first wicket for the test match to have the Blues 6 for 75. Peter Fowler would make his highest score in a test match at the WCG, what was a good recovery with the bat for the men in blue, but he became the 7th man down when he was dismissed by Michael Johnson for 23 to become Johnson's second wicket of the test match. Josh Bolling was the next man to go with the score on 109. He would manage 9 of his own before he became Darren Day's first wicket at the WCG. Day had gone for some tap previously in the over, but it was a good delivery there which picked up his first wicket. Another handy contribution with the bat from Michael Mabry, but his innings would come to an end on 14, becoming Mark Pasterfield's first wicket of the match, clean bowled on this occasion to become the 9th wicket down. And the innings would wrap up on 123 as Rabi al-Bashar was dismissed by his brother for a duck on his return to the Blues lineup. It was a wild slash outside the off stump, and he could only help it over the fence to end the innings. So a good rear guard action once again from the men in blue has propelled them to a decent first innings total of 123 on what are good batting conditions here at the WCG today. And the Green Machine will be hoping that they can fare much better with the bat on this occasion to get themselves up towards or even in front of the Brennan's 11 total. A pivotal period of not just the test match but the test series coming up next. So it will be Daniel Arnold who will get this innings underway for the Green Machine once again. Scores of just 5 and 19 in his side's first test defeat. Can he get the Green Machine off to the start they need in this one? And it's going to be Rabi al-Bashar who's going to open up with the ball. As in now to Arnold with the first delivery, and this one slides down the leg side. And Arnold doesn't make contact. So straight into the thick of things here for Rabi al-Bashar on his return to the Blues lineup for the first time in over a year. So it might be a good thing just to get him straight into the thick of things with the ball. Here's will continue over the wicket here to Arnold. This one's another short delivery which goes past the chest of Arnold, who watches this closely and is happy to leave this one alone once again. al-Bashar to continue to Arnold in the opening over. He's in now and this one's a short delivery and it sits up for Arnold, who cuts his way to the boundary. So he gets away in positive fashion. It's a horrible delivery served up from al-Bashar, and it is duly put away. It'll be Henry Perenara to bowl the second over of the innings. As in now over the wicket here to Arnold, and it's a full toss hit back towards him, and he hasn't been able to take the catch. And furthermore, I think he's parried this into the boundary for 6. Here's, we'll take a look at the replay. Yeah, it's a sharp chance hit back towards Perenara, who can't take the catch, and it lobs over the boundary for a maximum. It'll be Josh Bolling to bowl around the wicket here to Daniel Arnold, who's in now, and he begins with a horrible delivery. It's a floated full toss, and that'll have to be called a no ball. So not a great start with the ball here for the men in blue. The Green Machine 13 without loss here in the 4th over. Arnold 11 not out. So it's a decent start to this reply here for the Green Machine. This bowling will bowl again now to Arnold. This one's another floated full toss. And Arnold hammers this through mid-wicket for his 3rd boundary of the innings. An absolute gift there from bowling, and it's been put away. Bowling to continue to Arnold in the 4th over. Here he's in now. This one's a better delivery, bang on the money. And Arnold is forward and defends well. So a good start to his innings here from Arnold. 15 not out. The Green Machine 17 without loss. As bowling will continue once again here to Arnold. He's in now. This one's another floater delivery. He punches this down the ground. And it gets past 2 Brennan's 11 fieldsmen for another boundary. Arnold moves along to 19. The Green Machine 21 without loss after 4. Going to be the skipper, Brennan Scott, to bowl the 5th over of the innings. As in now to Arnold. This one's a good length delivery. And Arnold is forward and plays this on the onside for no run. So a good start here from Arnold. This is just what the doctor ordered for the Green Machine. Here is Scott, will continue again now to Arnold. Here he's in now. This one's a full toss and it's guided on the offside from Arnold for another boundary. That's a good bit of batting there from Arnold. It's not a great delivery from Scott. Arnold moves along to 23. It's 25 without loss. It'll be Joe Saveri who will bowl a round wicket here to Arnold. Here's in now. This one's a back of a length delivery. And Arnold is happy enough to let this one go. So brilliant stuff from Arnold once again at the top of the order, who has given the Green Machine just the start they were looking for here in this reply. Here is Saveri, who will continue around the wicket here to Arnold. And it's another good delivery just outside the off stump, back of a length. And once again, Arnold is happy to leave it alone. So the Green Machine 26 without loss into the 9th over. It's been a good start here from Arnold, 23 not out. And Saveri's in once again to him now. It's another back of a length delivery. And this one's been hammered through mid-wicket. This time for a maximum. Arnold looking good here. He's moved to 29. The Green Machine, no wicket for 32. It's going to be Pete Fowler, bowl the 10th over of the innings. As in now, and this one's a full toss hit towards Perenara at mid-on. But it's fielded for no run. So good this from Arnold, 29 not out. On what a good batting conditions today at the WCG. As this one's a short looping delivery here from Fowler. And the umpire has let this one go. Well, I'm sure the temptation was there for Arnold to have a poke at this, but he decided against it, which is probably a wise move. So it's Fowler who's going to continue over the wicket here to Arnold. This one's another one dug in short, and he's got a top edge, Arnold, and he's hit this one over the house. Well, just as he begins to look on for another big score, he hits this one over the house. He has done this far too often at the WCG, and he'll be absolutely gutted with that one. Has to go for 29. So the Green Machine lose their first wicket with the score on 32. And that wicket now brings Joel Wodgick to the crease at number 2. Was absent in his side's first test loss. And the Green Machine will be hoping he can stand up with the blade here. So it's going to be Peter Fowler who's just picked up his first wicket. Into Wodgick for his first delivery, and it's a full toss. And how about that for your first delivery of the series? He punches this through the gap on the offside for a maximum to begin with. 1 for 38 after 10. So it's been a pretty good start to their reply here from the Green Machine. They've just lost the wicket of their opener, Daniel Arnold, for 29. And Wodgick has come to the crease and hit a zack with his first delivery. The Green Machine 1 for 38 after 10 overs. And the defending champions will be hoping that Wodgick can kick on with this start and get himself settled in on what are good batting conditions here today at the WCG. So it's going to be the skipper, Brennan Scott, to bowl the 11th over of the innings. As in now to Wodgick begins with a full in-swinging delivery, and Wodgick gets the bat down in time and keeps this one out. So this will be a key battle here in this test match. Scott sensing an opportunity with Wodgick fresh at the crease. Here he's in now once again to Wodgick, and this one's another full in-swinging delivery, but this one slides down the leg side on this occasion. So the Green Machine in a pretty good position here in their reply. 1 for 38, still trailing the Blues by 85 runs. There's still plenty of work to do here for the Green Machine as Scott is into Wodgick once again. And this one's another in-swinging delivery which slides down the leg side once again. So just struggling to find his radar in this over so far here, the Blue skipper. As you can see what he's looking for. He's looking to try and slide one through the defences here of Wodgick. He's in once again to him now. This one's a full toss and it's played away on the offside. But well fielded by bowling on this occasion. It's going to be Justin Brooke to bowl the 12th over of the innings. He's in now, random wicket here to Wodgick, and he begins with a full delivery which knocks him over. That's a big wicket for the Blues. It's a bullet from Justin Brooke, the Blues vice skipper, which knocks over Wodgick for just 6. You can see the Blues' reaction to this wicket. They know exactly how big this moment is. Oh, Wodgick a little unlucky. He gets a toe edge on it, but he doesn't do enough to keep it out. Justin Brooke picks up his first wicket of the Test match, and it's a big wicket of Wodgick for 6. The Green Machine now 2 for 38. Well, a big moment there in this second Test match, and it's another big moment here. That wicket brings the Green Machine skipper Matt White to the crease at number 3. Scores of just 4 and 8 in his side's first Test defeat. Can he stand up here? It's going to be Brooke into him for a first delivery, and it's a full fast delivery. And White just about gets the bat out of the way of this one. So this is a good battle here at the WCG. This is Test cricket at its best. Both sides will understand the importance of this period of play here. As Brooke will continue around the wicket here to White. Here he's in now. This one's a good length delivery, and it's well left outside the off stump there from the Green Machine skipper. So the Green Machine 2 for 38 in their first innings. Still trailing the Blues by 85 runs. So there's still plenty of work to do here for the Green Machine. As Brooke will continue around the wicket here to White. Here he's in now. This one's a full delivery. It's hit him on the pad, but this one is pitched well outside the leg stump. So a good battle this between the two pace spearheads. The Green Machine 2 for 38 in their first innings, with the Green Machine skipper just coming to the crease after the fall of Joel Wodgick for just 6. Here is Brooke will continue again now to White around the wicket. This one's another quick delivery, and White is forward and defends well on the onside. So it's been a good Test match so far for Justin Brooke on his return to this Blues lineup. Of course, missed the first Test match due to unavailability. As in now around the wicket to White once again. This one's a back of a length delivery, and White shoulders arms. It'll be Josh bowling to bowl the 13th over of the innings. This is now around the wicket here to White. He begins with a half tracker, and White has hammered this through the covers to get off the mark in style. Well, it's a gift served up from bowling, and White's too good not to put that away. 4 runs. Bowling to continue around the wicket here to White. He's in now. This one's a better delivery which grips and spins, and there's a massive appeal here from the Blues. Well, they cannot believe that this has been given not out. Just on first look, I don't think this was close at all, was it? Unless my lying eyes are deceiving me. Here, let's take a look. He has missed that by a year. I have no idea what they think they've heard here, the Blues, but they're kidding themselves. Well, an extraordinary passage of play there. As bowling will continue again now to White. And this one's another flight of delivery, but it's too wide outside the off stump. And this time the umpire outstretches the arms, and that'll have to be re-bowled. The Green Machine now 2 for 43 in their first innings. As bowling will continue again now to White. And this one's another half tracker, and he's hammered this through mid-wicket. This time for a maximum. It's another gift served up there from bowling. And White sways on the back foot and hammers this. 2 for 49. So it'll be Henry Perenara to bowl the 15th over of the innings. He's in now over the wicket here to White. And this one's a full toss, and White guides this into the vacant gap on the offside for another boundary. White off to a flyer here in this first innings. He's been served up some gifts, and he's put them away. The 50 up for the men in green. Here's Perenara will continue over the wicket here to White. And this one's a half volley, and White hammers this on the offside through the vacant cover region for another boundary. Brilliant stuff here from White to begin his innings as White races along to 18. It's going to be Michael Mabry to bowl the 16th over of the innings. As in now to White, he begins with a fast half tracker, and White has hammered this through the cover region once again. This is brilliant stuff here from White, who's on the march as he moves along to 22. So Mabry to go around the wicket now to White in the 16th over. Here he's in now, and this one's another shorter delivery. And White stands tall and defends this on the offside for no run. So the Green Machine 2 for 61. Still trailing the Blues by 62 runs. As Mabry's in once again now to White. He's had a slash outside the off stump. And I think he's got an edge through to the keeper. Michael Mabry does the business again here for the Blues. That's the big wicket of the Green Machine skipper, who was beginning to look comfortable at the crease. White has to go for 22, The Green Machine 3 for 61. So a big moment there for the Blues in this first innings. And that wicket now brings the debutant Darren Day to the crease at number 4. Went for a bit of tap with the ball. He'll be hoping he can fare much better with the bat now. So it's going to be Riley Cornforth to bowl to Darren Day for his first delivery. Here he's in now around the wicket, and this one's a full delivery. It hits the inside edge of Day's bat and flies on the leg side, but it's fielded well. So this has been good test cricket so far in this second test match. Contest evenly poised as things stand, as Cornforth is in once again to Day, and this one's a good delivery outside the off stump. And Day has a bit of a poke at it, and thankfully from his point of view, there's no edge. Cornforth to continue to Day around the wicket in the 17th over. He's in now, this one's a full toss, and he gets plenty of bat on this as Day, but it's well fielded there by Severi at cover for no run. So the Green Machine still trailing the Blues by 62 runs. Here's Cornforth will continue again now to Day, and this one's a bit of a beamer here from Cornforth, and it has been called a no ball by the umpire. So a rare loose delivery there from Cornforth. Here's the Green Machine move along to 3 for 62. Here's Cornforth will continue around the wicket here to Day. This one's a full toss, and he pokes this onto the fence, and it beats Severi there at cover. So Day is off the mark with a boundary. His first runs at the WCG, and they come in style. 3 for 66. It'll be Joe Severi to bowl the 18th over of the innings. As in now to Day, who hangs the bat out there. And I think this has caught the edge and gone over the fence. It has. So Day's stay at the crease is a brief one. He just hung the bat out there. Let's have a look. Yeah, it looks like it's come off the hand at least. So that's the 4th wicket down for the Green Machine. Day goes for 4. So the Green Machine now in a little bit of bother at 4 for 67 in their first innings. As that wicket now brings Michael Johnson to the crease at number 5. Was absent in his side's first test defeat. Can he stand up with the blade here? So it's going to be Severi, who's just picked up his first wicket of the innings. Into Johnson for his first delivery. And it's beautifully clipped off his pad's first ball. And he signals it himself here, Johnson. What a way to return to the WCG. It's a brilliant stroke to get off the mark. It'll be Daniel Hancock to bowl the 19th over of the innings. As in now to Johnson. This one's a short delivery outside the off stump. And Johnson has hammered this on the offside for a maximum. He has raced along to 10 here, Johnson. That is a cracking stroke. It'll be Peter Fowler to bowl the 20th over of the innings. He's in now. This one's a good length delivery outside the off stump. And Johnson feigned to have a go at it, but decided better of it. So the Green Machine 4 for 78 in their first innings. Still trailing the Blues by 55 runs. This is a pretty key period of the test match. As Fowler's in once again to Johnson. This one's a full delivery and Johnson goes aerial. And he goes down the ground for another maximum. Johnson moves along to 16. The Green Machine 4 for 84. So we're seeing some brilliant test cricket this afternoon. The Green Machine 4 for 84 in their first innings. Trailing the Blues by 39 runs in this first innings. Johnson has raced along to 16 not out. And the Green Machine and Johnson will be hoping they can go on with this. It's definitely been a much better showing with the bat than they displayed in the first test match. But there's still some work to do here. It's going to be Rabi or Basher to bowl over the wicket here to Johnson. Here's in now, and this one's a good delivery, bang on the money. And Johnson plays down the ground to Perenara for no run. So he's looking good here, Johnson, to begin his innings. These are good signs here for the Green Machine, who need their big guns to stand up in this second test match. As Basher will continue again now to Johnson. This one's a good delivery, back of a length. And Johnson allows this to go through to the keeper. So a pivotal period of the match. The Green Machine 4 for 84 in their first innings. Still trailing by 39 runs with 6 wickets in hand. Here's Basher will continue again now to Johnson. And it's another good length delivery. And Johnson plays this onto the fence. And sneaks through for a single. It's a good bit of running there from Johnson. As he now moves along to 17. Basher to continue to Johnson in the 22nd over. He's in now, and that's an absolute beauty, which cuts Johnson in half. And I'll tell you what, if there was a stumping rule off the Auto Wiki as well, he would have been gone. That is a beauty. It's going to be young Daniel Hancock to bowl the 25th over of the innings. He's in there too, Johnson. This one's a good delivery outside the off stump. And Johnson once again lets this go. Well, he's been very patient in this inning so far as Johnson. It's been a good knock on his return to the Green Machine lineup. Here's Hancock, will continue to him now in the 25th over. And this one's played on the offside. Oh, and it's been misfielded, I think. Here from Mabry, it has. And it's gone through to the boundary. Well, we'll get a better look at it from this angle. He's played it away on the offside. Oh, and he's just had an air swing at it. 4 more. Well, the momentum just with the Green Machine at the moment. Riley Cornforth will bowl the 26th over of the innings. And this one's played absolutely towards Perenara. Has he taken it? I think he has. That's another peach from Perenara. Well, it looked like it was going to take something special to dismiss Johnson today. And this certainly is the case. That is a beauty from Perenara. Diving away low to his right. He just does not drop him, does the big man. It's the first errant stroke there from Johnson. And that is a beauty. Johnson has to go for 21. The Green Machine now 5 for 90. Well, another special grab added to the WCG archives there. As that wicket now brings Alex Stepp into the crease at number 6. Scores of 0 and 1 in his side's first test defeat. He'll be hoping for a better showing with the bat here. So it's going to be Riley Cornforth, who's just picked up his first wicket for the test match. Into Stepien. It's a good delivery, bang on the money. And Stepien is solid in defence. Well, it's been a brilliant ebb and flow contest so far in this second test match. Just as one side begin to get going, they are pegged back by the other. As Cornforth will continue again now to Stepien. He's in now. This one's a full delivery played on the leg side. But it's well fielded by Peter Fowler there at mid-on. So the Green Machine now trailing by 33 runs. With 5 first innings wickets still in the shed. As Cornforth will continue to Stepien now. And this one's a good delivery outside the off stump. And Stepien has a poke at it. But thankfully from his point of view there's no contact. That's a good rock here from Cornforth. It's been a good over. Cornforth in for the final ball of the 26th over. He's in now, and this one's an outswinging delivery, and Stepien gets the bat on it, and I think this has run away to the boundary again. I think this is a poor bit of fielding once again here from Mabry. Here, let's have a look. Oh, he's got to do better. 5 for 94. It's going to be Josh bowling to bowl the 27th over of the innings. As in now to Stepien, this one's a good delivery on a good length, and Stepien is back and defends well on the offside for no run. So the deficit is now under 30. Here is Stepien will face up to bowling once again. He advances at bowling and gets to him on the full and hammers him through the vacant cover region for his second boundary. So it's another Green Machine batsman off to a bit of a flyer in their innings. So he moves along to 8. The Green Machine 5 for 98. As bowling's in once again to Stepien, who advances. And it's a swing and a miss there on this occasion from Stepien. Bit of a premeditated advance down the wicket. And bowling deceives him with the flight. So a good battle this. It looks like Stepien's intentions are clear. Bowling will continue again to him now around the wicket. Here he's in now. Oh, this one's an absolute beauty. It's a good bit of keeping there from Fowler, who's gone behind the stumps. This is a beauty here from bowling. Oh, good luck playing that. It's a ripper. Here's Peter Fowler, who'll bowl the 29th over of the innings. He's in now over the wicket. Here to Stepien, and this one's a full delivery outside the off stump. And from this angle, it didn't look like that was far away. Yeah, good bit of bowling there from Fowler. It's a good lead there from Stepien in the end. Here's Fowler, will continue to him now in the 29th over. And this one's a shorter delivery on. He's just guided this over the fence. It's a poor stroke from Stepien, which brings about his demise. Stepien has to go for 8. Peter Fowler picks up his second wicket of the innings. And the Green Machine are now 6 for 98. Well, this is a brilliant contest here today at the WCG. As that wicket now brings Jake Kasatia to the crease at number 7. Scores of 15 and a duck in his side's first test defeat. What can he do here? That was the end of Fowler's over, so it's going to be Joseph Everett to bowl the 30th over of the innings. Here he's in now, and Jake Kasatia hasn't played a stroke, and he's been fired first delivery. Can you believe it? Severi is bowling around the wicket, but this looked pretty full and straight. I'm not sure if we're going to get a good angle on this. Well, I'll tell you what, even from that angle, it looks a bad read from Kasatia. 7 for 98. Well, the Blues have gone bang bang in this first innings. And that wicket now brings Nathan Hancock to the crease at number 8. He's another one of this Green Machine outfit that missed their first test defeat. Can he stand up with the blade here now? He'll have to face a fired-up Joe Severi, who's just taken his second wicket for the test match. Here's Severi's in now. It's a good length delivery outside the off stump, and Hancock leaves it alone. So the Green Machine 7 for 98 in their first innings, still trailing by 25 runs. Here's Severi, will continue again now to Hancock, and this one's a good length delivery outside the off stump, and there's an appeal here from the men in blue, but once again he's got nowhere near it. Well, Hancock does have a bit of a habit of hitting his thigh with the bat, which has brought about his demise in the past. Here Severi will continue around the wicket here to Hancock, and this one's a good delivery, bang on the money, and Hancock is solid in defence as he plays this on the leg side for no run. Here, this is right up Hancock's alley. He's pretty good at absorbing pressure, and he'll be looking to just steady the ship after the fall of consecutive wickets. As Severi's in once again to Hancock here, and it's another good delivery outside the off stump, and once again Hancock pulls the bat inside the line of it. So a brilliant contest this has been in this second test match, and you feel there's plenty more twists and turns to come in this pivotal contest. As Severi's in for the final delivery of the 30th over. Here's in now, this one's a full toss, and Hancock gets an inside edge onto his thigh, and he's going to move through for a single. Here, and it's his six offenders counterpart, Riley Cornforth, who can't field cleanly on this occasion, and he sneaks through. So the Green Machine have moved along to 7 for 99 after the third cycle. And for the first time in the series, the side has reached the 30 over mark with the bat. So this second test match pretty evenly poised as things stand, with match 11 trailing the Blues by 24 runs, with 3 first innings wickets remaining. And with the Blues frontline bowlers back on, they'll be hoping they can wrap this innings up quickly and take a lead with them into this second innings. It's going to be Justin Brooke to bowl around the wicket here to Hancock, who's in now, and he serves up a full toss, and Hancock hammers this through mid-wicket for his first boundary. So the 100 up for the Green Machine, and the deficit reduced to 20. Brooke to continue around the wicket here to Hancock in the 32nd over. Here's in now, this one's another full toss, and it's another one which goes away through mid-wicket to the boundary. Hancock moves along to 9. The Green Machine 7 for 107. Rabiel Basher, who'll bowl the 33rd over of the innings, is in now to Hancock, and that's an expansive shot there from Hancock, who it's a big swing and a miss there. So his intentions are clear here. He's going to go after Basher. Here the youngster has moved along to 9. Here the deficit stands at just 15 now. As Basher will continue to Hancock in the 33rd over. This one's a full delivery, and it's played down the ground from Hancock, and it goes away to the boundary. Brilliant stuff this for the youngster, who moves into double figures, and the deficit now stands at just 11. The Green Machine 7 for 112. As Basher will continue again now to Hancock, who plays this on the onside and thinks about taking Perenara on, but thinks better of it. So the youngster has moved along to 13. The Green Machine 7 for 112 in the 33rd over. As Basher will continue again now to Hancock. This one's hit him on the leg and gone over towards the offside. I think this has gone for 6-leg buys. Can you believe it? Well, things just going the Green Machine way at the moment. It's hit him on the boot and flown for 6. 7 for 118. It'll be Henry Perenara to bowl the 35th over of the innings. As in now to Hancock, and it's a full delivery, and it's driven down the ground brilliantly from Hancock for another boundary. The youngster now moves along to 17. These are handy runs, and the Green Machine trail by just 1. It's going to be Peter Fowler to bowl over the wicket now to Nathan Hancock. He's in now. This one's a full delivery. It's hit towards his brother there at mid-on, and it hasn't ricocheted into the boundary. Well, I'm not sure if this was a chance or not. Let's have a look. Yeah, it was. It was hit firmly, but it's a chance gone begging nevertheless. Fowler to continue to Hancock in the 37th over. Here's in now. This one's a good length delivery, and there's a big appeal here from the man in blue, and they've got the youngster. Well, I think he's been strangled down the leg side. It's an unfortunate way to end his innings. Peter Fowler picks up his 3rd wicket for the innings. Yeah, it's a little glove on the way through, and he has to go for 17. 8 for 122. Handy knocked that from the youngster on his return to the Green Machine lineup, which has got him up to about parity. As that wicket now brings the vice skipper Hamid Basher to the crease at number 9. Scores of 34 and a duck in his side's first test defeat. Can he stand up again here? It's going to be Josh bowling to bowl the 38th over of the innings. Here he's in there and begins with a good length delivery, and Hamiddle bashes on the back foot and hammers this down the ground first delivery. The confidence oozing out of Al-Basha so far in this series, and the Green Machine now lead. The Green Machine are now in the black, as bowling will continue again now to Hamid Al-Basha. It's a short wide delivery, and Al-Basha hammers this on the offside, this time for a maximum. He's on fire to begin his innings here. Seeing him like beach balls today. 8 for 132. Bowling to continue around the wicket here to Al-Basha in the 38th over. Here he's in now, this one's a full toss and it's hammered down the ground for another maximum. 16 off the over. Al-Basha races to 16 and the lead now 15 for the Green Machine. 8 for 138. It's going to be Riley Cornforth to bowl the 39th over of the innings. As in now to Al-Basha, and it's a wide delivery outside the off stump. And Al-Basha pleads with the umpire for the extras, but it's not forthcoming. So brilliant stuff this from the Green Machine. They're back, and they're at least going to take some sort of lead with them into the second innings as Hamid Al-Basha goes bang again down the ground. He's the first batsman to pass 50 runs in the series, and the Green Machine lead is now 19. A brilliant rearguard action once again from Al-Basha, as Cornforth will continue again now to him here, and he's gone bang again, but it's rebounded off the roof, and well taken by Henry Paranara one-handed. So Hamid Al-Basha's innings comes to an end. His stay at the crease is a brief one, but it is not without effect. He's unlucky here, it rebounds into the field of play, and it's well taken by Paranara. 9 for 142. So Hancock and Al-Basha have added 37 runs for the last 2 wickets, as that wicket now brings Mark Passerfield to the crease, the last man in for the Green Machine. Can he add to the Green Machine rear guard and push this lead even further? So it's going to be Joe Severi to bowl the 40th over of the innings. Here he's in now, and it's a good delivery, bang on the money, and Passerfield does enough to keep this one out. So the Green Machine 9 for 142, a lead of 19 runs. This test match is brilliantly poised. As Severi's in once again to him now, it's a short delivery, he gets a top edge past the field, and it's caught by Josh Boeing. The innings is over for the Green Machine. Pastorfield can't add anything to the score as he goes for a duck. Severi picks up his 3rd wicket for the innings, and the Green Machine innings ends on 1-4-2. So brilliant stuff from the Green Machine, who have got themselves back into this series. It's not the biggest lead of all time, but it is a lead nevertheless. They will take a 19-run lead with them into this second innings after being bowled out for 142. Daniel Arnold top scoring with 29, with 3 or 4 other handy contributions in that list, getting them up to 142. So it was Daniel Arnold who set the tone at the top of the order once again for the Green Machine. Batted for nearly a whole first cycle. He put away anything loose. He had his moments of luck, but ultimately punished anything too full and too short in a typical Arnold innings. He would hit 4 4s and 2 6s on his way to 29 at the top of the order, and he's really made this opener's spot his own after his move to the top of the order a few seasons ago. Another handy knock to add to the collection for Arnold. So this second test match is hanging in the balance. It will be the Green Machine who will take a 19-run lead with them into the second innings. These are still good batting conditions here at the WCG today, and presumably the Green Machine will have to chase a target to win here in this second innings. So there's plenty more drama to come in this one. The Brennan's 11 second innings coming up next.